Sahih Al-Bukhari 1311. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. A funeral procession passed in front of us, and the Prophet stood up, and we too stood up. We said, O Allah's Messenger, this is the funeral procession of a Jew. He said, whenever you see a funeral procession, you should stand up. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1312, 1313. Narrated Abdul Rahman bin Abi Layla, Sol bin Hunayf, and Qais bin Sod were sitting in the city of Al-Qadisiyah. A funeral procession passed in front of them, and they stood up. They were told that funeral procession was of one of the inhabitants of the land, i.e. of a non-believer, under the protection of Muslims. They said, a funeral procession passed in front of the Prophet, and he stood up. When he was told that it was the coffin of a Jew, he said, is it not a living being's soul? Sahih Al-Bukhari 1314. Narrated Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. Allah's Messenger said, when the funeral is ready and the men carry it on their shoulders, if the deceased was righteous, it will say, present me, hurriedly, and if he was not righteous, it will say, woe to it me. Where are they taking it me? Its voice is heard by everything except man, and if he heard it, he would fall unconscious. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1315. Narrated Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, hurry up with the dead body, for if it was righteous, you are forwarding it to welfare, and if it was otherwise, then you are putting off an evil thing down your necks. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1316. Narrated Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. The Prophet said, when a funeral is ready and the men carry the deceased on their necks, shoulders, if it was pious, then it will say, present me quickly, and if it was not pious, then it will say, woe to it me. Where are they taking it me? And its voice is heard by everything except mankind, and if he heard it, he would fall unconscious. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1317. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. Allah's Messenger offered the funeral prayer for An-Najashi, and I was in the second or third row. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1318. Narrated Abu Hurairah. The Prophet opening parenthesis P.B.U.H informed his companions about the death of An-Najashi, and then he went ahead to lead the prayer, and the people lined up behind him in rows, and he said for Tokbah. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1319. Ash-Shubi said, I was informed by a man who had seen the Prophet go into a grave that was separate from the other graves, and he aligned the people in rows and said for Tokbah. I said, O Abu, who narrated that to you? He said, Ibn Abbas. Sahih Al-Bukhari 1320. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. The Prophet said, today a pious man from Ethiopia, i.e. An-Najashi, has expired. Come on to offer the funeral prayer. Jabir said, we lined up in rows, and after that the Prophet led the prayer, and we were in rows. Jabir added, I was in the second row. Thanks for watching Hadiths. Like and subscribe my channel for more videos.